And welcome back to another episode of the Menace Report, Fantasy Prediction Show, hosted by yours truly, Menace to Fantasy. Let's go. And welcome back to another episode of the Menace Report, Fantasy Prediction Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, me hop in here real quick because believe it or not, this is like the fifth time I try to record this, and I keep on getting interrupted with the morning announcements. So I'm going to try to hop in real quick. Now, first thing you might say is, Scoob, I thought you said Fridays you hopping in. Listen, it's a Wednesday, Friday. I'm a New Jersey teacher. We are starting teacher convention. That means the next 6 days I am off. I ain't got to work. But you still like, oh, you ain't got to work. You can still just do it on Friday. Folks, 10 p.m. tonight, I'm on the flight. I'm going to my future retirement state. I'm going to check some things out because the boy's about to retire. And it looks like I'm going to Texas. I'm moving to Texas. So I got to do some things. I'm going to check some things out. Now, what I want to hop in and talk about real quick is yesterday's NFL trade deadline. And the best way to describe it, the word I like to use, lackluster. There wasn't that one trade that had everybody buzzing last night on the chat or this morning, like, yo, did you see that? Oh, they about to make a run. In my opinion, there wasn't a trade like that. There were some trades that made sense. Both teams benefit, but it wasn't that one big trade like, ooh, no. But before I get into the trades that officially went down, I'm going to talk about the big names that I thought, maybe some of y'all might have thought, that were going to get dealt yesterday, but they stayed put. The first one is A.J. Brown, wide receiver, Philadelphia Eagles. With all that moaning and groaning that boy did last year, even this year, talk about he's not involved in the offensive play scheme, I thought they were going to move him. You know, I don't know what they could have got in return, probably not a first-round pick, but I thought they were going to move him. And I thought a perfect landing spot would be the New England Patriots, okay? But did not go down. He's staying put. Next name, a good running back. The last year of his rookie deal, and Khalif and Curtis can verify that for me because they are Jets fans, is Breece Hall. I thought they were going to move on from him because I don't think they want to pay him, but he's staying put. Next name, and this whole franchise is a shit show. I thought they were going to move this young man because he's good and they got something back in return, is Jalen Waddle, wide receiver, Miami. He ain't going nowhere. Miami ain't do nothing. First defensive player, same organization, the shit show, is Bradley Chubb, defensive end. I thought Miami could have got something back in return for him. He's a good player, good defensive player, but he's not going anywhere. The next player I'm talking about that is not a big name anymore, but he's still a veteran and he could have helped the team. Brandon Cooks, wide receiver, New Orleans Saints. I thought he was going to get moved because he's been bouncing around the NFL because he's good, but he's staying put, and I know he's upset. Next name, same organization, same position. And I know my Steelers made a couple phone calls asking questions, but he's staying put. Even with the concussions this boy's been having, he's still very valuable. Chris Olave, wide receiver, New Orleans Saints. He's staying put. And the last name, and this man, the defensive player, he started out this season holding out. He's looking for that money. They ended up signing him because he's a good player. Trey Hendrickson, Cincinnati defensive end. He ain't going nowhere. So I'm like, what the hell? But let me go right into this because the trades that did go down, we have more defensive moves. And I'm not going to do all of them because some of the defensive players that moved, I had no clue who they are. They're probably outstanding players, but I had no clue who they are. That's a fault to me. I need to do better because we did doing the IDP. Dynasty leagues, I gotta know these guys. Now, I'm gonna start off with my first defensive player. The Colts acquired cornerback Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets for exchange for a 2026 first-round pick and A.D. Mitchell, wide receiver from the Colts. Now, I was in the heads chat, and I saw Kurt and Leaf talking, and Leaf was like, "Go for the Jets," because he said Sauce is washed. I'm gonna take his word because he's a true Jets fan. I have no idea if Sauce is washed. So he's happy. Kurt's happy. They got a first-round pick. Makes move. Now I know the Colts is happy with that defense. Maybe they see something. Maybe he just wasn't playing hard, Gardner, for the Jets because they was ass. So we'll see what he does up there with the Colts, Indianapolis. Moving on, staying with the Jets, the Cowboys acquired defensive tackle Quentin Williams for exchange for a 2026 second round, a 2027 first rounder, and defensive lineman Mazin Smith. No clue who he is. So it looks like Kurt and Leaf are happy about this. All I got to say about Williams, when I did watch the Jets, there was two people on. There was two helmets on this man every play. He was getting double teamed. So he is a factor. So that's big up for the Cowboys. Try to help them out. That's not replacing Parson, but that was a good pickup for the Cowboys, helping with that run defense. Because you got to put two helmets on that joker. He's a good player. Now, let's move on to the first offensive player, in my opinion, that's going to cause some waves and help out. The Seattle Seahawks acquired wide receiver Rashid Shaheed from the Saints, exchanged for a 4th and 5th round pick, 2026. Now, this helps out Seattle big time. Go ahead and keep on double JSN. They go over the top to Shaheed. All right? Over the top. And I know he's happy he's out of the Saints and he's going to the playoffs. So Shaheed is happy. Good trade for the Seahawks. Next offensive player I'm talking about, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval acquired Jacoby Myers, another player I thought the Steelers were interested in, for exchange for a 2026 4th and 5th round pick. Now, with this trade, the first thing I question is Travis Hunter hurt? Is he going to be on the IR? I don't know. Is he on the IR? I don't know. Or is Thomas? Are they preparing to move on from Thomas next season or something? What's going on, Jacksonville? I like Jacoby Myers. He's a good player. He's been on my team many times in the past. He's a good player. But I'm more just like, what's going on down there in Jacksonville with that wide receiver room? I'm not understanding. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take your time up, but those are my 2 cents on the trades, that trade deadline, lackluster, that went down. So let me end this correctly so I can do some editing. And real quick, you can watch about 7 minutes, 8 minutes, not long. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. You never know. I might still pop in Friday night because I'm going to be at Texas Terminator's house. And I might try to convince him to come in and do a little episode with me. You never know. My father-in-law might bless it. Y'all here's and talk to y'all cats in a minute. But y'all enjoy your day. I'll get back with y'all. Texas, here I come. Peace.